Council meets Monday and it's gearing up to be an interesting meeting. Here's just some of what's on the agenda. The Art Gallery wants to come and talk about some upcoming work at the Montrose Cultural Center to fix some issues that we're having with that building. Next up, we're going to be talking about bunnies. We're getting one petition asking us to do something about the bunny population, one petition asking us to leave the bunnies the heck alone. It's a hairy situation, and I don't know where that's going to go, so I'm looking forward to that conversation. We're also talking about electricity and the unfair distribution costs that we pay for electricity when we're in the ATCO service area, how those costs challenge the affordability of living here for residents, and they also drive away investment in Northern Alberta. The recommendation is that Council endorse a resolution to go forward to Alberta municipalities in the fall so that association can keep up doing advocacy work on this file. So I look forward to talking about that resolution. We're also going to be talking about the airport. There's a proposal that Council approve exploring entering into a partnership with Edmonton International Airport to help us optimize operations at the airport, but even more exciting to me, pursue some economic development and some land development initiatives. I know for me, I don't know where I'll land in terms of supporting a partnership overall in the end, but I sure support exploring it. Edmonton International is doing some really cool things with development around itself. And if we can get it to bring its expertise to our community and help us figure out how we can do a better job with the airport we own, I'd be really interested in that. So look forward to that conversation. We're going to talk about some community enhancement projects. There's an initiative on the table coming to council to install some tree groves along the old bypass, something that I would love to see. There's also talk about adding a bioswale to that ugly triangle median we have downtown in front of the city center sign, doing some work to address some parkettes that are aging out downtown. Not aging out, but they've just been beat up, and fix some of the concrete that we've seen damaged. And also an initiative to fix up the Musk CEP Pavilion dock and fence, which is just wood that's rotting out. And there's a proposal to replace it with composite. So I look forward to those conversations. All right, the most exciting thing we're probably talking about. Canada Day Parade is happening this week, and we need a Canada Day marshal for that parade. The proposal is that we appoint Doug Eady to do that, and I will be enthusiastically voting in support of Dougie being our parade marshal. There's very few more recognizable faces around Grande Prairie. I don't think there's anybody in our community that volunteers more than Doug. Also, I know he's really excited to participate in the Summer Olympics the Special Olympics are happening in Grande Prairie this summer. So I can't think of a better representative for our community in that parade. I'm going to be talking about the South Bear Creek Park driving range. As you may have heard, it's at the end of its life. The problem is it's on top of an old landfill, and we don't know what it would take to replace it because we don't know what's going on underground. So there's a proposal that I plan to support to fund a geotechnical review so we can figure out what it would take and how much it would likely cost if council wants to replace that driving range. Talking about South Bear Creek Park, we're also talking about beach volleyball. Those courts are full in the summer. We recently had the beach volleyball club come to council and say that they want to expand it, and they'd be willing to put in significant work and fundraising to get that facility expanded. So the recommendation is that we approve them doing that expansion, and we also fund $200,000, which is about half the project cost, to that work. For me, when we've got volunteer groups that are willing to leverage city dollars so we can get more bang for our buck enhancing this community for our residents, I really like to see that. So I'm very likely to be supporting that. And finally, we're also going to be talking about broadband. An issue we have in our community is that there's a lot of homes that don't have reliable high-speed internet. And there's also a lot of businesses that are really suffering because they can't get reliable high-speed internet either. So there's some recommendations coming to council to improve municipal processes to make it easier for new providers to come to town and better serve our residents and better serve our businesses. So I'm looking forward to that conversation. Anyways, Monday night is a long meeting. That's just some of what's on the agenda. I'd encourage you to go to the city website and check it out for yourself to see everything there and get all the background information on all of this. You just Google Grande Prairie City Council agendas. You'll be able to find it real easy. And as always, if you have thoughts or questions, please send them my way. Anyways, thanks for giving us a listen.